Myself, Sejal Nehete from Standard 10B. Today I am going to perform a reflective activity on subject English. My topic is the Pulley, guided by Swati teacher. I am studying in K.K.Wagh Secondary School and Junior College. The poem The Pulley is written by George Herbert. George Herbert was born on 3rd April 1593. He was a Welsh poet. He was priest by profession. He wrote religious poems with a lot of imaginary and conceits. The poem exhibits a strange but two-way relationship between God and his worshippers. God gives so many precious gifts to the devotee, but at the same time, God also accepts something in return. What does He accept? Why does He withhold? The pulley shows how God lifts man towards Himself with the pulley of restlessness. What is distinctly metaphysical about the poem is that a religious notion is conveyed through a secular scientific image. When God at first made man having a glass of blessing standing by, let us pour on him all we can. Let the world's riches which dispersed lie contract into a span. The poet says that at the time when God first created man, he had a glass of blessing standing by. He thought that he would be generous and shower on man all the gifts possible. God intended that all the treasures of the earth which lay scattered should be collected and concentrated in the small space he had created, which was man. So strength first made a way, then beauty followed wisdom, honor, pleasure. When almost all was out, God made a stay, perceiving that alone of all his treasures rest in the bottom lay. The first gift God gave man was strength. This was followed by beauty, then wisdom, honor, and pleasure. When nearly all the gifts had been bestowed on man, God stopped a while. He noticed that all of the treasures only one gift remained at the bottom of the glass, and that was rest. For if I should bestow this jewel also on my creature, he would adore my gifts instead of me, and rest in nature, not the God of nature, so both should losers be. God said to himself that if he bestowed this precious and valuable gift on his creation, man would love and worship only the gifts of nature, and would not love the God who had created all the things in nature. Thus, both God and man would finally lose each other. Yet let him keep the rest, but keep them with the ripening restlessness. Let him be rich and weary, that at last, if goodness lead him not, yet weariness may toss him to my breast. So God let man retain all the other gifts, but at the same time he left man restless and continuously anxious and dissatisfied. He thought that man should be rich with the abundance of gifts, but he should always remain tired and restless. God reasoned that only then, at the end, if the quality of goodness did not lead man back to God, sheer tiredness would draw man back to God's heart. Thank you.